Oh boy, we've got a good one for you right here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Fox, that's good.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome, absolutely awesome, getting good positioning close to the basket.
Now here's Vassell. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Down low. And here's Fox. Inside. Champagnie, that's good.
Hard not to respect how good Fox is in the pick and roll. Excellent at making the pocket pass.
Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Fox for 3. Pass to Wembanyama. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Castle outside. To the inside. Champagnie. Here's Wembanyama. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Wembanyama. Off the left rim and out.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
And here's Vassell from the arc. And they recover it. Pass to Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. 6 points for Victor Wembanyama.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
San Antonio again can't hit.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And it's a Spurs ball. Here's Fox. San Antonio again missing. Pass to Champagnie. Now here's Castle. To the paint. San Antonio moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows or no call.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
To the inside. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
It's still amazing to see a 7'4" big who can shoot it like Wemby.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. San Antonio trailing here. Barnes comes with a double team. Back to Kornet. Down low. Pass to Barnes. From outside the arc. Barnes with the rebound. And Barnes has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Johnson on the wing. Kicks it out to Barnes. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Spurs. Back to Johnson. Shoots over Harper. San Antonio again can't hit. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Pass to Kornet. Releases. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes. Now Bryant. Stolen by Bryant. Back come the Spurs in transition. Here's Cornette. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Bryant outside. Back to Cornette. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Harper. Kicks it out to Barnes. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Spurs up 4. And we'll return shortly.
The Spurs 10.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Spurs?
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
Fox makes his move inside and scores.
Assist goes.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome, absolutely awesome, getting good positioning close to the basket.
Pass to Harper, and here's Fox. Clock at 6. Here's Harper. Here he goes. And that one is hammered home.
And slicing and dicing the D to pieces on the attack. Harper has a good feel for when to drive.
Johnson with it. Fox picks him up. San Antonio moving the ball around. Inside. San Antonio needs to get off a shot. Pass to Johnson. Rebounded by Johnson. Back come the Spurs in transition. Here's Harper. The 3 from Barnes. Launches a 3. And Harper good for 3. Harper's got 5 points.
Yeah, from 3-point range, Harper's a confident shooter. He can be streaky, but usually in a good way. Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Here's Fox. Wow, the athleticism of Fox.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Wembanyama. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Oh, fantastic adjustment on the shot against tight defense.
Ooh, nice work inside by Fox.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
To the middle. Wembanyama. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. 10 points for Victor Wembanyama.
This can be a simple game. Get the ball to Wemby, let him score.
Spurs lead by 3. Here's Fox. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. And the officials now calling the shooting foul. He got a lot of ball on that blocked shot, but also got the body. So some free throws coming up right now. Good on the second one.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
Wembanyama with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Back to Barnes. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo! He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bouts like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Castle. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
And it's Stephon Castle with a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:19 left in the second. To the inside. Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Now here's Castle. He's guarded by Castle. Here's Harper. 4 on the clock. Now Wembanyama. The shot from the low post is good. Wembanyama's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, and this is the kind of impact Wemby makes offensively because he can score in just so many ways.
To the paint. Pass to Harper. Beyond the arc. Vassell outside. Here's Champagnie. Here's Harper. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The Rook, Dylan Harper, showing some power.
San
Antonio shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for two.
And he makes both free throws.
You love the frame and the length Castle brings to the guard position.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Harper. On the mark with the 15-footer. Wembanyama's got 6 here in the quarter.
I'll tell you, when he rises up to shoot and with his height advantage, oh, he knows he's going to get a clean look.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
27.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. San Antonio on top. They lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create... Oh, wow! Oh, watch out! Big finish!
Yeah, I love that. Johnson attacking the rim with style.
Back to Vassell. Down low. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
San Antonio shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Bryant. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Vassell with it. Now guarded by Bryant.
First personal foul. Second team.
San Antonio on D.
Substitution.
Here's Fox. Pass to Champagnie. 6 to shoot. From the arc. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Three-pointer, Fox. The three ball is good for Fox.
I like it. Setting up Fox that time, getting him something in rhythm.
And Wembanyama gets it to go. Wembanyama's got 16 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Champagnie. And here's Wembanyama. He's guarded by Castle. Takes a three. Offensive board. Here's the second effort. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Pass to Vassell. Fox with the ball. He's got 11. Over Fox. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. San Antonio leading by 4. Here's Champagnie. Back to Fox. Now here's Wembanyama. Inside. Here's Castle. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
On offense, here are the Spurs. Here's Fox. And he banks in the layup. And it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan.
Number 30. Harrison Barnes.
And Fox has got the ball here for San Antonio. On the wing, Vassell. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul.
There's a minute 47 left in the third. To snap the cold streak. And Bryant with a nice bucket inside. Bryant's got his first basket. Pass to Wembanyama. The three. And he gets it back. It's Barnes on the wing. Second shot opportunity. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And the Spurs lead by 11.
Can't allow Barnes that kind of good position in the post, because once he has it, it's dinner time.
And 1:01 left in the third. And Harper gets it to go.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Kicks it out to Bryant. And the shot goes. Bryant's got 4 points this quarter.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Here's Castle. Outside for Wembanyama. Second chance shot. Outside Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. Rebound by San Antonio. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Harper with the drive. Soft touch off the glass. And it's now only a 5-point Spurs lead.
And we saw it from Harper in college. He's a 3-level scorer, effective inside when he needs to be.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Spurs out in front, up by 5. And we're just moments away.
San Antonio, 43. All right.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. San Antonio leading by 5. Johnson on the wing. Pass to Cornette. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Fox. Gets stolen by Fox. Here's the cell. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Fox never afraid to take it right at the defense on the drive. Excellent display of speed there.
Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
I think I've lost track of how many of their possessions have ended exactly like that.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to end the possession, though, and it's the reason this game is coming down to the wire. I mean, his touch from outside and from the field in general has been superb.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Nice seeing Barnes go for that dunk. Always looking to finish with power at the rim. That's how you're supposed to do it.
And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. And there's a pick to the inside. Here's Champagnie. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Castle attacking. Stolen by Castle. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Fox. Here's Vassell. Cash from downtown.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets. Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And so he hits both. San Antonio trailing here. Oh, tough defense, but better offense by Fox.
And he's got it going now. And when he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Outside Wembanyama.
Oh, man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
No good on the free throw.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Now Vassell. And no one in the vicinity.
And his coaches will be the first to tell you Vassell wants the ball in these situations. He's not afraid of the challenge.
That's off. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Wembanyama puts it up and through.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Good on both.
In a close contest, you have to put the ball in the hands of someone who will find a way to put up points.
played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Fox takes the hit and scores.
Oh, Fox doesn't shy away from important possessions. He wants to be the man for this team. Oh, the young man showing composure down the stretch. Big points from Castle in a big moment.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Wembanyama takes it inside. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
And not intimidated at all. Wembanyama showing up in a clutch moment.
Wembanyama with the easy two.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
There's 45 seconds left to the fourth quarter. The triple drops.
This demonstrates leadership. Victor wanting to be the guy to make the big shot. And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Shoots a three. Castle pulls it down. On offense, here are the Spurs. Fox fires. The three is off.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Fourth personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6.
One of the most popular players in the world the moment he entered this league, Wembanyama continues to grow his fan base. Extending the team's lead. Just solid execution at the line.
He launches. Booyah! He sinks the triple. And so it's San Antonio with the W. A competitive game, you have to feel.
On the road and hungry for a win against a Western Conference rival, the Golden State Warriors are ready for this thing to get started. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Richard, be honest, did you expect Curry to have this kind of career when he was drafted into the NBA?
I don't think anyone expected Steph to have such a transformative career. He's more than a superstar. He's an icon and an excellent ambassador for the game.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. Pass to Porzingis. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Inside, Porzingis can pretty much take what he wants. He's just too tall.
On the wing, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sight.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Look, when Porzingis has it there, there's not much you can do defensively.
kept alive. Outside Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it. Good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He will gladly take those.
It's his first trip to the line.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in. And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Who just powered it down with both hands. No, he's not going to mess that one.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Now, here's Holmgren. That's good, and SGA with the assist. Holmgren's got 6 points.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Here's Holmgren, following the score by Golden State. Back to Hartenstein. Yep, that one goes. He's got 6.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Pass to Santos. Curry deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot. And the shot goes in.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, guys. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get the spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Guys?
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. He's all alone. Here's Moody. And the slam by Moody.
I just like the instincts Butler has defensively. He's fantastic at staying active and coming up with deflections. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside Butler. Here's Curry. It's good. Curry's got his second basket.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Pass to Williams, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's Williams throwing it down.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Pass to Podziemski. 17 seconds left from the first quarter of the game. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Walls. From outside, off the mark. They swipe it. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
So, Greg, you've played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
And it's the Warriors with the ball, following the score by Oklahoma City. Down low. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance. For him.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit. And he welcomes the challenge.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the #2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? Of a modern big man, shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge. Yeah, the defender all over it.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And everything Butler does, he does with a bang, including those 2 points.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They trail by 1. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got his first basket. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Curry. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Making use of the in-between area. Curry's ability to break defenses down opens up these shots.
Back to McCain. A three-pointer off the mark.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Outside for Curry. Wow! Curry, automatic from deep.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's SGA. That one good for 2. SGA's got it all tied up now for the Thunder. So the wing on the left. Back to Curry. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Golden State moving the ball around. And the Warriors miss again. Here's Wallace. Screen by Hartenstein. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Using his size out of the backcourt. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
At point-blank range, oh, yeah. You're not missing from there.
40 seconds left now here in the second. And, Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Here's Podziemski. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
The Thunder shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
The Warriors trail.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
And Post gets it to go.
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Pass to Hartenstein. Nobody near Williams. And he's good on the 3-ball. Williams has got 5.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Substitution on the court.
It's Curry outside. Oh, what a stroke from Curry.
3 points.
Just so many lead changes. Nobody's held an advantage for long.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get you back to the action after this break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, Richard, you had an interesting view of the start of the Warriors dynasty.
Yeah, I was very, very blessed to be a part of that Steph, Clay, and Draymond's first playoff run back in 2013. Matter of fact, some of the Warrior fans are still mad at me for some missed free throws. But I was 90 years old. Let it go.
Now, SGA. Off after the missed three from Stephen Curry.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
On the corner, it's rebounded by Hartenstein.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Williams inside, and it's good for two. Now it's a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to, the finger roll.
On up the court. Green with the block.
More of a positional defender. That time, Green sends it back.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. She takes the hit and still gets it to go.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And he gets it to go. Curry's got 18 points.
What focus from Curry on offense so far, doing everything he can to provide a lift for his squad.
Back to SGA. Shot clock at 6. Williams. And the ball goes out of the... Last touch by Hartenstein.
Substitution for your starter, Alex Caruso.
And here are the Warriors now. 4-point game. Here's Curry. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
I'm a bit shocked, honestly, that he misses that. That's his shot in rhythm.
The shot by Williams, no good. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. And the basket by Curry.
A three-point specialist can't let Curry get any space to fire from the corner. That's a recipe for disaster.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Both teams will make substitutions. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They lead by 1. Pass to Caruso. Back to McCain. From past the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Back to Curry. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
McCain up top. There's a screen by Williams. Al Horford with the rebound. And it's the Warriors' ball. They trail by 1. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. To the middle. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Hits the three-point bomb. Podziemski's got 7 points in the game. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And here we go with Horford running up the court. And that one, good. Horford's got the lead up to 4 now to the Warriors.
And what's new? I mean, Horford in perfect position to finish that play. Understands exactly where he needs to be.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Inside, and Williams throws it down.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Warriors.
To the inside. Here's Post. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score off.
And finished off by Horford.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2-point, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum. And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
It's deflected. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
The Thunder with another. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Warriors leading by 8. Green, the screen. Curry, wide open. Zingas high post. Pass to Butler. Some nice passing by Golden State here. 4 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Holmgren. At the elbow, it's Mitchell. Out to Wallace. And there's the drive. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Stephen Curry.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And he can't get the first one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. It's taken away by Wallace. And Curry pulls it down.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
And the dunk by Wallace.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. And the shot goes in. 13 points for Chet Holmgren.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that could carry on well throughout the year.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Pass to Green. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Outside, SGA. It's Joe on the wing. On the wing, Wallace. Shoots over Curry. Wallace misses. Warriors leading by 3.
And Butler just can't be stopped. I mean, even when the D knocks him around, he keeps his focus on the basket.
And the Warriors making a change here. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And the Warriors making a change here. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Joe. Mitchell outside. They get a hand on it. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Oh, no good on the dunk. Thunder trailing by 6. Saves him with the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now Butler. Curry outside. Just 5 on the clock. The inside game of Stephen Curry.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Yeah, count it.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them. You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Wallace right side. Now Williams. Got it to go off the glass.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
He loved the relentlessness. Wasn't going to give up a chance for a big play.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Curry. Hartenstein with the rebound.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
It's in there.
What a shot by Dort, keeping his cool and finding his team a bucket.
Now here's Curry. Porzingis. And the rejection by Holmgren to take the lead. All right, here's Williams. It's stolen by Green. Here's Santos. Curry on the wing. All alone, and they pick up the 2.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And what a shot from Gilgeous Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shea going through the defense.
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2. But if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Outside Curry. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You've got to focus on the details.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And that's an intentional foul. That's the first. That makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out. You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so Butler nails both of them. Leaps for it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal in that pass.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Butler! So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one.